Well, hello there, Taurus. Welcome to Pirate Readings. I'm Lady J, and I'm here to talk to you about what is going on for the 10th through the 16th of August. All right? I have the 3 cards in front of me from the overview video. I have a couple of messages for you from my better angels for all 12 signs. All 12 signs are being encouraged to be in our feelings. Go ahead and feel them. All the feelings that we've got, that we get the rainbow of fruit flavors on all the feelings, right? The good ones, the bad ones, the ugly ones, you know. We need to feel those feelings in this month, but we don't have to do it in front of people, right? As long as we're feeling them, we're good, okay? So pay attention to what that means for you and how that feels for you. Do encourage yourself to feel those feelings and be a part of the universe that way. And then you can apply yourself more freely. I feel like once we get through the feelings, we will be able to see better solutions to most every situation that's confounding us, right? But it's the feelings that will stop us from being able to do that, right? Because we get personally attached to an outcome, the expectations come up, and everything gets weird. So, with that in mind, yes, that's good. We're also going to be very prepared. The second message is always about being prepared. So we want to have a go bag. We want to fill it up with the food, the water, extra shoes, maybe a clean pair of underpants. I don't know. You know what you need wherever you're going, whatever's going on. I'm in Washington, so I'm thinking galoshes and an umbrella and stuff, and sunscreen and a hat. Once we have all these things and we are prepared, we will all be able to be better prepared for whatever comes down the pike, wherever we are, whatever's going on around us. We want to make sure that we are in that mode of taking good care of ourselves, okay? Because you never know what's coming down, okay? So with that in mind, let's go ahead and look at the cards in front of us. Oh, wait, before we do that, we need to look at the card for the month, right? We're using the Tarot of the Abyss. So it's a black and white deck, which is super fun. And these sketches are fantastic, right? Look at her. She's amazing. And this is the Three of Swords. She is receiving something, new information that is empowering to her. But I feel like there's a sacrifice or something she has to let go of in order to move forward. This isn't necessarily about sharing the information she receives. It's about something else, right? And I say sacrifice because of just the way this card looks. There's a little bird leaving her hand. And she's also received a little bird on her chest. So I want you to think about the fact that even as you receive something, you'll be letting something go. And that is good. It's going to help with the empowering information that you receive, and whatever it is will be a little bit of a challenge, but at the same time I can see that you're going to work your way through it, and it's going to be really empowering in the end. Okay, cool. All right, I'm going to go ahead and let this sit here. Perfect. And let's go ahead and look at what's going on down here. We have the 3 cards from the overview video, of course, and now we need to get a mystery card from the Witch's Tarot. Alright, so, yep, we have a few new decks we're playing with. As always, I like to keep people on their toes. And this deck has been, all of these decks have been programmed for you specifically, Taurus, so not to worry, I've got you. Alright. And we're going to put this mystery card over here next to the turtle. We're going to try and name him, okay? He's been here all along, he just never got a name. So he hangs out with Einstein, the baby Einstein, so which is a crystal skull. Ta-da! But he needs a name, okay? So I thought maybe we could work together and name him. All right? He's always here. Last month he took a month off, but he's back and he wants to play and he wants a name. So we're gonna name the turtle. Leave your comments, leave your idea for a name for the turtle in the comments below, and we'll look at that later, all right? I'll let you know what name wins, all right? Excellent. So now then, let us go ahead and add a few cards from the Magical Nordic Tarot, which is back. We've played with this one before. So now this one's got those extra cards in it, and it's super fun, and we get to talk about them sometimes. But here we go. Let's talk about what is going on here. We have the Knight of Swords, and we are, of course, talking about how we are on the 10th or the 16th. Knight of Swords is all about how we're fighting for our power, right? Fighting for control of a situation. You want to stand up and say, hey, I want to be in charge of this situation. Can I please be in charge of this situation? You're like, okay. People are like, wow, okay, Taurus has a lot going on and they still want to be in charge of the situation. All right, cool. It's good. Could be other people are stepping on your toes or trying to take over while you're right there. You're like, I'm right here. So yeah, the Six of Pentacles is here, showing that there's that part of you that is going to have plenty of money finally. Hello. Finally. You're finally having enough money to take care of yourself with a little bit extra to play with. Be careful with the money. Now that you have it, be careful with it, okay? I remember last week was a Two of Pentacles kind of week, and you were blocked by it too, no less. So now that you have a little extra, it doesn't mean you got to go spendy-windy, all right? Just pay attention to what's going on with it. And there will be new information. There is something else you have to learn, okay? So as you're working your way through this situation, you will have more to learn this week, okay? So it's like, here, we're going to give you this budget, and now we need you to go learn something so that we can hand it off to you or whatever like that, and I want you to pay attention to how that goes, okay? Be careful, be cautious, and be aware. The Page of Swords is showing that where you're blocked, right? So new information that is empowering is going to be blocking you, okay? So if you get any empowering information, any information about your power itself, it will block you. So you're practically having a sword fight with her. Hey, respect my authority. The fact is, she's like, no, I don't want to. I'm gonna undermine your authority, okay? Be careful. And that was, of course, a quote from South Park. Please be, sorry. Four of Pentacles is talking about how, sure enough, you're blocked by this foundation of finance. So somehow this having enough money now is making you less creative and less interested in being creative with your finances. And like, we want you to stay creative, okay? So don't let this excess amount of money stop you from making the right decisions. Like, okay. We have to spend it. Do you? You can find ways and means to be careful and cautious. Don't forget to restock things you've already spent your money on. Somewhat specialized tools are cool, but at the same time, specialized tools can be a real pain in the neck to have to store and all that stuff. So be cautious and careful what you put your money into. So la-di-da, right? The world is talking about another area where you're blocked. You are not able to complete anything, nor are you able to start anything. I think you still have to learn something before you can start or finish anything. So that's really your goal right now, is to learn something, take care of your money, and quietly be in charge. So, you know, sometimes the best leader is the one who's quiet and consuming information until he has all the information, right? That would be important. Oh, you got a double whammy. Double whammy. Bazango. Look, the world times 2. So the world was blocked. You weren't starting and you weren't finishing. And now here you are. Boom. Maybe you're not finishing something, but you might be starting something after all. So pay attention to how it comes up, okay? Pay attention for you as to what you're completing, what you're starting, what this refers to specifically, because you're obviously having to go and learn about it so you can get busy starting it. So, you're kidding me. Nope, not really. Okay, so the Four of Wands is here, showing me that you have the foundation of your ideas is solid and square. Even as you get started on this new project, your new ideas or your ideas will be responded to and appreciated, especially after you took the class. They're responding and respecting your authority, which is super cool because you were fighting for it anyway. Nice. And now, dun dun dun, you're fighting for your worth and value, making sure that everything is getting paid for, and maybe you should get more money. Haha. So for some of my beautiful Taurians, you're absolutely going to fight to get a raise in the situation now that you're taking on new responsibilities. You've used this money and you've learned what you needed to learn. The thing that you learned took some time and energy, and now you need to get paid better for having taken the time to learn that, okay? Don't let them get away with, well, we paid for you to go to school, because that's not the gig. Now you actually have something that is actually more saleable than they thought. And you can apply yourself that way to end up with a financial win, okay? So I like that. Very nice. All right, so let's get you a Mystical Forest Oracle card. What do we have for Taurus? Oh, it's right there. All right. Stay true. The need for validation from others is an illusion. You are not responsible for how others perceive you, but it is your responsibility to stay true to yourself. Wow. Ooh, that's powerful. So, there's always an urge for most of us on the planet to live up to other people's expectations, or you know, whatever they're thinking that we're like. Whatever, you know, we want to try and be the best we can be, do the things we can do, but remember that it's really us that we need to live up to, our own expectations and our true understanding of ourselves, much more so than anybody else's. So if we go home every night, we put our head on the pillow and we go, man, I worked hard today. I did everything I could today to really make the world a better place. And you know what? I'm good. I did good. That's cool. You can sleep just fine. If you feel, even on the days when you fail, you know what? Did you learn something? That's it. Did you learn something? That's great. So don't expect other people to pat you on the back. Don't expect other people to tell you how awesome you are. But when you check yourself at the end of the day and go, hey, how'd I do? Oh, cool. I got a lot done. I did everything I needed to do. Or maybe I had a blah blah day. Aha. Yeah, maybe you need to just validate your own self, even for a blah blah day where you just lounge around and do nothing. I didn't do anything. I had a zombie day. For me, every Monday is a zombie day, right? I do almost nothing because there's so much I did do that's like, wow, okay. The weekends are very hectic. So presto changeo, zombie day on Monday. Please stay true to who you are and take good care of yourself, okay? That's good stuff. All right, let's get that mystery card right here. What is going on with that? Ooh, the Hanged Man. Nice. Yeah, the Hanged Man is right here. And yeah, this is from the Witch's Tarot. And the Hanged Man is telling me that, yeah, no. Don't like, gotta look at everything from a different perspective as we move forward, right? We want to make sure that everything that you're looking at right now is, even as you're fighting for your power, right? You fight for your power, but you want to do it with the right perspective. So, because I can see that even as you went to school for whatever it was they needed to teach you, this was hugely beneficial as you move forward over here. But then if we look at it from other people's point of view, we may find ourselves thinking, okay, cool, I got what I needed and I'm doing all right. Maybe this week isn't the time to fight for a raise. Maybe I can use this card later. Maybe you want to check the timing. I'm not saying it's true for everybody. I'm saying it might be true for you. But some of my Tourians are going to want to check their timing on fighting for their worth and value as part of their solution. Others, not so much. So take that as it resonates, figure out what works for you and what's right for you, and it'll be okay. All right? So let's get you a pocket full of rocks. Okay. Ooh. We have smoky quartz. We have serpentine. So yes, we have the smoky quartz, which is a first chakra stone, and it keeps us grounded, but it also helps us release things we no longer need. This could be old ideas that don't fit us anymore. This could be physical stuff we don't need to keep anymore. This could be anything that we need to release, and it helps us release that stuff. So that's very good news. Serpentine is a third chakra stone, so it's talking about feelings, emotions, and memories, and we're healing it in a really soft and gentle, buttery kind of way. So I love that for you. This is a very kind, gentle stone. It's like kind of a warm hug for all those little areas, and that's nice. So it does heal things, but gently, okay? Now we have tiger eye. Tiger eye is a 7th chakra stone, and that 7th chakra stone is all about being able to see outside of our crown chakra, right, top of our heads, what's going on out there and how we receive messages from our crown chakra, from our guides and angels. So as you meditate with tiger eye in your pocket, you may find that you're getting outside information from your guides and your angels, and that would be super cool, right? And it will help you know which way to go and how you can get there. All right? Excellent. So I'm going to put these rocks down right here. In order, please. All right. So, Taurus, you don't have to carry those rocks if you don't want to, but if you want to carry something like those or something else, by all means do so, and let me know what you got. Leave me a note in the description box below, and oh, don't forget to name the turtle, right? Don't forget to name the little turtle. He's fun. We want to give him a name and make sure he has something to go with, all right? It'll be fun. By all means, if you haven't checked the description box below, there's a lot of cool stuff there. There's all the decks are listed so that you'll be able to check them out at Etsy or Amazon and pick them up for yourself. Or you could find me wherever I am on the globe, because I have all these different fairs that I'm working at, and you can come out and see when I'll be there and come on out and get a reading in person. That would be so much fun. If you don't have time for that and you still want to get a private reading from me, there's a link down there in the description box that will help get you there, and you can plot and plan a reading for yourself, and I'd be happy to help you out as best I can. All right? Thank you so much for being here. If you haven't liked, shared, or subscribed, please do. Everything helps this little channel grow. You all matter to me so much. Thank you. We'll see you next week when we talk about the 17th through the 23rd. All right? Thank you so much.